Hello and welcome back to NA Turbo. So we've had quite a few cars join the fleet of late, so I thought I'd do a bit of an update on what we've got and what we haven't, although we've now got more than we haven't, if that sort of makes sense. So as soon as I'm pointing at it, I shall start with this one. So this is Ryan's latest purchase for his travels to work. So it's a 45 on a 51 plate, yeah. Or a 51 plate, quite an unusual one. It's Expression, I think. So it's kind of base model, but it's got a few niceties on it. And it's running the L series diesel as well. So ultra reliable, if a bit rattly. In this, guys, it puts out around 100 brake, but easily tunable. So it's 45 saloon, but as I say, this one's got, it's locked, but it's got some nice bits in it, like if the glare isn't too bad, you can see through there. It's got full heated leather with aircon as well, and this is before project drive. So if I just bring you as close as I can get around the front there, you'll see it has the round headlights, and yes, the nice interior, not the project drive era interior. So it's actually got things like proper carpet instead of standing. And here comes the keys, so we can actually open it up and not hit the door on the wall. So yeah, so I should take you in. So there you go. Yeah, it's got the proper full leather interior. Heated seats are over here, if you can see down there. It's got aircon. This one's done around 145,000. So yeah, it's good for 50 plus mpg. It's done the few slight Rover things, as you notice, with sort of frame coming away from there, but easily fixed. And same if I pan you up, typical Rover of the era headlining, but Ryan's already got material to fix that. So that's in the front. The rear of it, it's actually almost like it's never been sat in, really. So I'll take you down and into the rear. So as you can see, lovely leather interior, and again, just a bit of the trim coming off. But it's quite unusual in that this was one of the sort of lower end of the models of 45. Yeah, it's got the leather and aircon and everything. It's also got, if we pan around to the back, the boot spoiler as well, which was an option. So yeah, this is going to be Ryan's new daily, just so it keeps miles off the 190 V6, which is sat behind me here. So yeah, that's going to be the new daily for him. Has had an exciting start to the life in ownership. So got it about a week and a half ago. Ryan took it to work, and one of the rear brake lines failed on his way to work, luckily at very low speed, and luckily just round the corner from work. So he managed to limp it into work with no brake fluid in the lines. But yeah, so the lesson, folks, is, you know, it wasn't really mentioned on the MOT history either. So, you know, make sure you check brake lines and things before you just put the cars into use. We've since checked all the other ones in the fleet as well, and we're okay. So yeah, got a bit exciting there. But weekend, well, not even a weekend, it was a day, got it fixed. The only issue was was bleeding it because airlock got into the ABS system. But yeah, that's going to be his new eco daily. So that's that. You might have seen on Instagram, if you follow me on there, my latest acquisition is Frederick the F. So Freddie is a 2000 MGF, so he's still on the hydrogas fluid rather than the coils. So he's going to be a bit of a dual daily for me with Reg the TI. Just because my Mini that I had on lease has gone back, and I'm going to the dark side of EV through a company scheme as my daily. But that's going to be the new Renault 5 E-Tech. So if you haven't seen those, have a Google of them. I found it, fell in love with it. Better with a nice engine, but unfortunately that's not to be. So yeah, back to Freddie the F. So yeah, he's on a W plate. He's even got his original Quicks dealer plates down on there. 3-owner car. 54,000 miles. And before anybody bangs on, please don't place any comments about Kettle Series or K Series engines. Yes, this runs the K Series. In this, guys, it's the VVC one, so it's the one you want. So it's the higher engine, high powered one. So it's about 138 in this, and 0 to 60 about 7 seconds. So he rivals old Reg, the TI, when it comes to getting him going. But yeah, it needs some body work. It's had a tickle with a welder in the past, as they all have. I recently had to, yesterday, top up the suspension, which you'll see on my Insta, a few clips, but I'll try and, if I remember, put a few in the video as well, just so you can see pictures of us doing it. But now he's properly level and not sat on the bump stops. Take you round the back. And so, yeah, so I'm enjoying having roof down motoring at the moment. It's going to need a cam belt because it's overdue. And it's also going to need some sort of body work tending to. So there's a few rust scabs in and around the place, as you can see. And then probably the worst ones around here. But again, you can peel back this rubber and we can just treat it round there. So yeah, he's going to be doing the sort of daily duties now. I've actually got suspension along with Reg the TI, but also just a bit of fun while it's summer. Not sure if I'll be keeping him over next year, but I thought the plan was to sort of use him, try him out, see if I like him over this summer, and then stick a new MOT on him, and maybe move him on next summer. We shall see. But yeah, so that's Freddy the F. So if I now take you, without making you sick, back in, you'll see the 190 ZTV6 is still here. So this is all back now from having his clutch dual mass flywheel and everything done, and it is so much better.
It was as expensive as you would expect.
And yes, Ryan has just said it was as expensive as you'd expect because he bought all the parts, but the upgraded parts, so you never have to go there again, hopefully. Oh, and dual mass flywheel as well is the other thing it's had done with an uprated one. But now, consequently, the clutch is so lovely and it's so nice to move about on it. So it was definitely worth it. So he's going to be taking a bit of a back seat, coming out just on longer trips and things, to try and preserve him a bit. But as we've said before, we use our cars, they're not sort of showroom pieces, so they'll never be perfect, but it'll just give them a bit of an easier life. If I spin behind you, so Rado the Corrado still sat over here in the naughty corner with his broken heater matrix at the minute, having steamed Ryan's face off near Christmas. But my plan is, I've got the heater matrix. It's just a hateful job for anybody that's ever done one. So my plan is to potentially over summer is to just bypass the heater matrix so he can be driven. And then when I feel brave enough, and my back does, with Dad and Ryan to tackle it, we'll rip the dashboard back out again and do him properly. But he does need a few things. So before I put him back on the road, he needs lower arms. They're completely shot, the rubbers in them, even though they're not that old, because terrible Chinese rubber. So I'm going to polybush those so we never have that issue again, because it wore the tyres down to the cords in a short space of time last time, after I took him to Rusterville actually. So yeah, want to fix that. Then we've got Frank, poor old Frank, who doesn't seem to want to leave us. We've been trying to sell poor old Frank because he needs some welding just to get him back up, seals and a few other bits. But fortunately, we just don't have the time to do it, and Ryan doesn't have the time to do it. So he needs to go, because coming back in will be the Renault 21 that's been away for about past year now. So he needs to go. So if anybody does want Frank, he's a 94, one of the first Renault Laguna 1.8s into the country. And we have all the paperwork with him from Cat, who used to do all the PDIs and everything for bringing them into the country. So he's an RT, he's got Renault dealer alloys on him. Paintwork's generally in very good condition. It does need some on the boot, and there is a bit of corrosion on the boot from where it's been scratched before having a glass put in. But he's got proper genuine Renault fog lamps as well. But unfortunately, Ryan's been messed around so many times on this car now, both via Facebook Marketplace and eBay, with people bidding and not buying. Unfortunately, we don't want to do it, but he's going to have to be broken for parts, and we'd keep the engine as a spare for the 21 if nobody wants to buy him, because at the minute he's just taking up space and needs to go. But unfortunately, the time wasters that are out there just don't want to sort of take it on. You know, Ryan wasn't asking massive amounts for him, sort of £400 or £500 in his current condition, knowing he needs an MOT and some welding. It's only done about 75,000 miles. The engine's sweet, gearbox is good. But yeah, if anybody knows anybody that would like Frank and he's not going to sort of take the mickey, just drop a note in the comments section. We'd like to move him on to somebody that's going to sort of preserve him and take him on, but unfortunately, just the amount of time wasters that are out there at the moment, it's proving very difficult. So yeah, so that's Frank. So he leads me nicely on to the Hillman Super Minx. So this is our 65, or Ryan's 65 Hillman Super Minx left-hand drive. Was left-hand drive from factory as well, so not being converted. So he's just sort of sitting at the moment. Ryan's doing some engine tweaks to him, putting a better carb on him, etc. Just having a play around to get a bit more oomph out of him. So he's just really sat waiting for his turn. Ignore the Astra, we don't talk about that. And then in this side here, we have the mighty SD1 that Ryan is now tweaking with, who is now on the road, is he not?
Yes, it is now back on the road.
And he's even been to the local car show. And he's now full Edelbrock full Edelbrock conversion on the carb and the manifold as well.
Yeah.
And running a lot better. You've just got a few more tweaks to do.
Yeah, and a few more bits to make permanent. It was just put together at the minute just to get it test driven, to see what the jetting's like, and it needs a bit of jetting work. But
yeah, other
than that, it is ready to go. It's just routing a couple pipes, doing a couple bits and pieces. It's mainly the breather system. Just routing some pipes to the breather system. And then, yeah, it's on the road. It's done 70-ish miles now.
And a lot better than the twin SUs that were on it before, that were a nightmare.
Yeah. I mean, if you can get SUs to run right, they're great.
Yeah.
But this just did not... There was something wrong with those cars. It just did not want to run right.
And you had those rebuilt as well, didn't you?
Twice.
So, yeah, I'll take you in for a bit of a look at the... and apologies for the car engine pornography here, but there we go. There's the Edelbrock engine and manifold. And yeah, just the breather pipe there that just needs rerouting. But yes, he does sound very meaty. Will he fire back up again? So at the moment, Ryan's has to disconnect the accelerator pump because when it was warm, it was giving it too much fuel. There you go. It's probably making the mic clip out of it, but there you go. There's the growl and rumble of the V8. I will have to have an engine note from the rear. Ignore the MR2, we don't talk about that either. Rather nice, I think you would agree, if you can still hear me. So yes, he's now running smoother than he ever has done before, but the plan is to hopefully get him to some shows soon.
Yes, hopefully this year.
And maybe his festival in exceptional a bit too close. We think of taking the 21 for that if he's back.
Yeah, the 21. Well, the 21 is imminently due back.
Yeah.
It's about to start. Well, the engine is in it now.
Oh, okay.
And it's ready to run. Martin's just putting a fuel pump on it for us.
Yeah.
Because I broke the fuel pump at some point in the last year.
Oh, did you get one ordered and sent to Martin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's received that yesterday. He said the car is pretty much back together, so
perfect.
Should be running today or tomorrow, maybe.
Oh, okay. So that's right. It's 1.7 GTS special, of which there is. It's the only one left.
There's five 1.7s on the road.
Yeah.
This will be number 6, and it's possibly the only one in this weird end of run trim.
Yeah.
In this special.
Because it's Series 1, isn't it? Not Series 2.
It's the very last of a Phase 1 car in Renault terms.
Yeah.
It's a phase 1 car. It's on a F on an 89, and they changed it to 90.
And probably now the most expensive 21 1.7.
Yeah, no one else has probably ever bothered to spend this on it. I could have probably, well, for the price I paid for the car plus all the stuff I've done to it, I could have bought a very ropey turbo.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but we've got enough turbo cars, so.
Yeah, it's nice. And no one else would have bothered saving it, I don't think, unless you were as mad as me and wanted to do it.
Yeah.
But it's had a whole new front subframe. Shut this up.
Yeah, you're probably clipping out the microphone, but there we go.
Yeah, it's had a new subframe. We'll do a whole thing when it comes back anyway.
Yeah.
It does come back, but it's had a whole new subframe. All the steering rack's been refurbished and put back in. New power steering lines for the ones that had rotted out with genuine Renault bits where I could find it.
Yeah.
All new bushes in the subframe that I've rebuilt, because that was a rebuilt subframe from another car. It's had new lower arms, new anti-roll bar, because the anti-roll bar that came out of it was corroded.
Yeah.
It wasn't very thinned. It's now had new genuine Renault shock absorbers on it and top mounts.
So it's practically a rebuilt car.
Yeah, flat rod ends, genuine Renault discs and pads.
Yeah.
It's had a new rad. It's had a new genuine Renault sump.
And the list goes on.
Yeah, the carb's been done twice now.
Yeah, that carb actually ran really well, didn't it?
Yeah, I've repaired the exhaust manifold because the downpipe studs had pulled out.
Yeah.
And it was blowing from there. And then it's had a ton of welding now. So it's good to go. I think we mentioned in one of the previous other videos on the front subframe the horrendous bodge job at some MOT garage that had thought it was perfectly safe and legal to fill it in over welding in plastic bushes, etc. Yeah.
So that's the way it was. So we'll do a video when he comes back, hopefully. And I think just over the top there is we'll just have a quick look at him, but this is Apollo, the Audi A3 TDI. So this was when we were losing cars quicker than you could drink water moment. It was a car we needed quickly for Ryan and his girlfriend Emma to get to work. So yeah, he's probably going to depart the fleet after MOT time in sort of July, something like that. It needs a few bits, and not that we don't have any interest in it, it's just not really what we want to keep. So it'll probably be moved on eBay, but if anybody does want it, it's done, think about 175,000 miles. It'll come with a new MOT, but it does have a sticky variable vane turbo, so it'll occasionally go into limp mode if you boot it really hard, and the gauge pack's a bit iffy in that it'll light up like a Christmas tree occasionally. But other than that, if somebody wants just a diesel that is non-DPF and all this rubbish just to get around, it's very good, and it'll be a very cheap car as well, sub under £900. So yeah, that's that. So I'll just stop you here and we'll go down the back and have a look at the two other projects. Right, you join us back round the back. So excuse the horrible bird poop that has now covered the ZR. So yeah, I think this has been on the channel recently on a few updates I've done, but this is the ZR, same L series TD engine in it, but upped to originally 115 brake. It's had a Rover Ron tuning box on it, so it's actually sitting about 135. But this is the one somebody had incorrectly used a non-reusable bolt on the cam pulley, and also done it up with a windy gun, and then it shattered at 60,000 miles later and wrote off the cam belt. Strangely, the head and everything didn't fare too badly. You can see where it sort of hit it, so I haven't got it upside down, but this is the head off the L series unit. But it wasn't too bad in the end, but we've still got a complete new engine to put in it, which is round here. So there's the complete new engine to go in it as well. And over in the garage, we've seen before, is Hannibal, still waiting, and still me doing bits on him, but he's just behind the bonnet. So Hannibal's about 3 Super Turbo, so I'm doing the welding on him. And yeah, that's the quick fleet update round. So we'll be popping up doing various things again, so please do like and subscribe.
Let's have a look at the valve marks.
Oh, have you turned it over? Ryan has handily turned it over, so I will now walk you back down.
That doesn't show very much, but that showed where they went quite
there we go. So if I take you down and in, there you go, you can see on those pistons there in particular where the valves have contacted said pistons. But actually it doesn't seem to have damaged that much, but still, to be safe, it's having a new engine in it. So yeah, works are happening. So yeah, do join us again, do like and subscribe. We'll be attending both Festival of the Unexceptional in the cars and also Rustival. So we'll have a little board for each of the cars in the window with the address on and everything, and the URL for the channel. So if you see that, please snap it, and I want to try and get a few more members. So yeah, but I shall leave you now and say safe driving, and thanks for watching. Bye bye for now.